Pilot Malt House is set out to produce the highest quality, locally sourced malt for the craft brewing and distilling industries. Beer and spirits don't start at the bar, they start in the soil. Through craft agriculture, we're telling the stories of the people, places, and purpose behind making great beer and great spirits. Homebrewers are A, completely insane, and B, are artists, and they do it on just a different scale.
We're at my house, got a little homebrew gig going on, got 3 or 4 systems homebrewing.
The beautiful thing about being in the homebrew market is that we can supply grains to homebrew shops that in turn will be supplying ingredients to homebrewers who are actually the future professional brewers that we're going to see in Michigan.
Yep, been brewing since 2006 at home, and always been a craft beer fan for a very long time.
I could just be as creative as I want to be, and that's what I like. So there's a lot of stuff that I can't get out there that I like to take, like to drink, and so I like to make it my own style.
I grew up around the corner from Siciliano's, and from the time I was a young lad, I would ride my bike there and buy pop and candy and get yelled at by the mean old man.
Oh, I've been here over 20 years, probably going on about 23 years now. So I've been selling homebrew supplies for probably about 15 of those, and we were one of the first retailers in town really to delve into the homebrewing market and the craft beer market.
I'm a home brewer that happens to own a business. That's how it started. I mean, I started homebrewing 2-3 years before we opened. People can just feel comfortable walking through the door and just being a novice, and we're not gonna look down our nose at you. We're gonna tell you how to brew beer and get you the setup and the knowledge that you want.
To walk into these stores and just see the overwhelming product for homebrewers to make their beer is phenomenal.
We're selling knowledge. Anybody who works here has to have a knowledge of homebrewing and winemaking. We don't know everything, but we try. And the product selection, I'm quite proud of the fact that we have the largest selection of homebrewing and winemaking supplies in West Michigan.
We're local business owners, and it just makes sense to stock your shelves with local ingredients and local product.
I think the homebrewers would love to purchase ingredients that are all Michigan made. There's a real satisfaction there from making beer with all Michigan products.
I think it's great, personally. I mean, if you think about it, it really takes us back to our roots as a state. I mean, 100 years ago, brewers were getting their barley and hops locally. It's a nice way to give the beer we're making a sense of place.
I love it. I mean, I work twice as hard as I ever at any other job. I work a lot longer hours, but I'm hanging out with really cool people. I'm working on fun projects, and I'm doing, I've got a variety of work that's not mundane, and it's like an art.